Okay, Team Boom people. Today we're going to talk about Hammerhead. Hammerhead. Solid symmetrical. I will put the specs up in the video right here. Make sure you like and subscribe, that really helps. So as far as the core goes, the cool thing I seen when this ball got announced was it had the old spheroid core in it. I think the first time I seen that spheroid core, there was one before, I just don't remember it, was the Badass, or I think it was called the Badass or something like that. And that bowl I really got a lot of use out of, scored a lot of scores with, and then they come out with the Rodman. The Rodman was a really popular ball with Hammer, and it had the spheroid core in it. Then I hadn't seen the spheroid core, but every time I see a core that's even shaped like the spheroid core, I drill it up because I get excited about it. And then finally, this come announced, and there it is, spheroid core. So got pretty excited about that. And drill it up. I have had a chance to use this a little bit, not a lot. It's got a little bit of a lane shine on it. You can kind of see, comes out at 2,000, low RG, medium differential. But yeah, I was pretty excited about this one. Say medium differential. Yeah, it's right around a medium, a little bit on the lower to medium, but still medium. I've only thrown a couple shots to get warmed up here, so we'll see how this goes. Got that inside of target. Inside of target, it just held. So out of the little bit I've got to use this ball, the one thing I really liked was, it says subject lost. One thing about this ball that I really liked, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. We'll try that. Okay, so the one thing I liked about this ball when I did start to throw it, a lot of times if you guys watched enough of my videos, with solid sims I get a little hesitant. But with the spheroid core, the old Kick-A Badass or whatever that was also a solid. It came with compound if I remember correctly. This one didn't, but I was like, I'll throw it with box finish and see what happens. Well, it shined up pretty quick with the 2000 grit finish. And the one thing I really liked of what I seen in the ball, which did remind me of the Badass or whatever that was, is it comes off the spot like pretty good, almost like a hybrid, maybe not quite like a pearl because it's not all the way clean in the front like a pearl, but it don't, a lot of solid sims, they just come off the spot a little too slow for me anytime I move left. For me, some other people, they can get away with it with more hand. I don't have enough hand to really get in deep with a lot of them. So far with this one, the limited amount of time I've used it, I've not found a limit. Like I can go pretty far left with it, which is awesome to have that overall smooth motion and still have enough kick coming off the back when it has to change direction to be able to go through the pins. So let's try that again. Inside of target again. Come on, 9. So anyway, yeah, a couple shots there, just getting warmed up inside of target. We'll kind of get some better shots going as we go here. Let me get this reset. So I'm really hoping they do more with this core. Like I said, I do miss it, and I really liked what the Troublemaker solid for a solid sim. It was pretty good. I liked the Hazmat solid. But I'll be honest with you, for me, this one's impressing me probably the most. There you go, hit target, what's gonna happen? 10 pin. Anytime I throw it too good, it's a 10 pin. So yeah, with the Troublemaker solid, it was extremely good when I was able to stay to the right, keep my angles in front of me. Now I know that doesn't make it very versatile, but it was super good when I was able to do that. This one, I can do that, and I can move left. With the Troublemaker Solid, and of course probably has something to do with that 1500 grit cover. I don't know, but the Troublemaker Solid, when I got a little further left, it was just like I'm saying, it was a little bit too slow and left a lot of 10 pins. This one, I love the shape. It kind of gives me the best of both worlds without it actually being a hybrid. It allows me to have that solid ball that's really rounded, but still able to get left with it and not have to go too clean and sideways down lane. So I don't know what its limits will be ultimately in real use, but we shall find out eventually. But for today, I do have, if I had to guess how many games I got on this thing, I probably got, well, I bowled 3 games with it Wednesday night, shot 730 something. And then maybe 4 games on it so far, at the most. All right, try this again. All right, I jerked my elbow a little bit on it, but we got her good. And you see, like, I'm targeting, what, 17 at the arrows, 17 at the arrows, and I'm gonna try to go a little further right than that. See if I can take my hand out of it a little bit, showcase that. Let's see what it'll do. I'll move right. I'm gonna take a 5-board right move. 5-board right, take my hand out of it. I just kept my elbow straight, didn't bend my elbow, didn't give it that yo-yo action. And then you seen there, I was able to stay right, the ball goes in, drives to the pins. When we say versatile, when we talk about bowling balls, that's the epitome of it, right? Versatile meaning you can play anywhere on the lane with it and it doesn't suck in any of those areas. My vocabulary is bad. Anyway, some things can still be considered versatile if it can do everything, but maybe some areas it don't do as good, but it can still kind of do it. I'd still call that kind of a ball versatile, but the more it can do and better it can do in those areas, the more versatile it is. That's kind of what we're talking about there. All right, I'm gonna move back to where I just was earlier. Now I missed right a target right there and it left me a 10 pin, but you know, it would be nice if you could miss and still strike every time. Some nights that's the case. I do believe I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this ball. As far as who this ball would fit for the type of games, I'll tell you right now, when you talk about benchmark, for me, a benchmark, and I know there's a lot of people like saying benchmark, ASIM, benchmark, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can define that however you want. For me, a benchmark is typically gonna be your sim. It's typically gonna be your solid sim. For me, if I go somewhere I don't know anything about, I can pull this ball out and I will immediately know which direction to go with my shape or stay with the ball. So for me, this is like ideal benchmark for me. If you have a lot of hand, still gonna be a good ball for you. If you have very little hand, still gonna be a good ball for you. This ball literally is so much right there in the middle. It's gonna have a place in almost everybody's bag. Like, I really can't think of a single person type of bowler that this would be bad for. Now, if you think I'm making that up, you could look at all of my videos. I don't normally say that. So really, really am impressed with this. And I'm gonna try to strike from this spot. I know I can. That's a pretty good shot. Okay, I know I can. I just know I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna try to move a little bit left of that to see if I can get the 10 pin out, soften up a little bit, see if I can get it out. Wipe it off. I'm old school. I got taught to wipe my bowling ball off when I was like 5. It has never left me. All right, bump a little bit, just one left. Get around it just a hair more. Let's see what that does. There it is, okay. So, softened up a little bit. Got it to shape a little bit more. But once again, you see me play way over there. Ball comes in, goes through the pins. You see me come to the middle of the lane, basically. Ball goes through the pins. Now, it's a little more difficult for me in this house. This is not your typical house shot. There is a lot of volume of oil down. So, and I guess I'm not skilled enough to like move much further left and get it to shape, because it's gonna catch so much volume. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna move 5 left from that. All right. Yeah, I got it close. That's about the best I'm gonna be able to do with that. That just goes to show you how versatile that ball is. So, once again, probably the 4th game with it I've bowled. I don't have a ton of experience with it yet. These are my initial thoughts on the ball. Now, I'm going to go in that middle zone that I played for my clutch shot. Even though that one left me some 10 pins. I'm gonna go there for my clutch shot, because I believe I can throw that one the best. If I move to the right, strike percentage will probably go up if I hit the pocket, but I may not throw it as good. So I'm gonna go with my A game right there in the middle, throw it normal, and see if I can get it to strike. All right, clutch shot. Strike, I win. Strike, I win. 9, I tie. 8, I lose. But strike, you gotta subscribe. If I don't strike, you gotta subscribe. All right. Oh, I got that inside of target. That's coming back. All right, you just gotta subscribe. We made the deal. Okay, so not a winner today, just a tire. That's all I got. Boom out.